Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now on this very sunny Monday. I'm Justin Gould.
And I'm Matt Hummel. Happening now, a man allegedly menaces a state trooper with a machete during a response. Details coming up.
Plus, we take a look at where the David Wagner murder trial stands. But first, we get a check of our forecast. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter standing by on First Defense Doppler. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Jay and Matt, and happy Monday to all of you. We made it through the weekend, and I hope you enjoy the sunshine. It is gorgeous out there. This is the wide view of First Defense Doppler. There is nothing going on across western New York, and I just got to say, I don't remember as many days I've put sunshine in this forecast as you're going to see later on. There's a tease for you to stick around for full weather. The ice on Lake Erie is also going away. It's down to 18% ice concentration. There's still some ice out here near Buffalo on the eastern end of the lake, but the lake is all opening up now, and pretty soon they're going to take that ice boom out, and we're all going to be able to enjoy Lake Erie. Today might be a good idea to get out on the ski slopes. Again, the ski and snowboarding season is going to be coming to an end very soon, but make sure you get out and do that if you haven't done that already before the season closes. So hour by hour, bright sunshine. Temperatures at least will get into the 30s. Some computer models are trying to spike us into the 40s. Don't think that's going to happen with that northerly wind that's going to help keep temperatures down. We'll talk about how many days of sunshine we have coming up, plus the next chance for rain with that Brotherhood Property Maintenance 7-day later on in the show. Justin and Matt.
Alrighty, Dakota, thank you. See you later. A Cattaraugus County man allegedly displayed a machete towards a New York State trooper in a threatening manner Saturday, that at a West Valley residence. Police report that they attempted to perform a welfare check of a 25-year-old Jonathan Kramer when the alleged menacing occurred. Now, Kramer is charged with menacing a police officer and resisting arrest. He was arraigned and remanded to the Cattaraugus County Jail in lieu of $2,500 cash or $5,000 bond. Kramer is scheduled to reappear in Ashford Town Court at a later date.
And a Jamestown man faces charges after Jamestown police say he allegedly fled from officers yesterday afternoon. Police say they responded to the area of West 6th and Washington Streets for a reported fight. Officers reportedly located a white male who they said possibly had a knife. The man, identified as Michael Johnson, no age given, allegedly ran from officers but was detained a short time later. Johnson, when located, allegedly possessed a small quantity of methamphetamine. He's charged with criminal possession of a controlled substance and obstructing governmental administration. Johnson was taken to city jail to await arraignment there.
New York State Police say they've charged 2 people in connection with 2 overdose deaths within a week of each other in Allegheny County. 31-year-old Jessica Sprague and 36-year-old George Brown of Cuba and Sprague of Belfast, are charged with criminally negligent homicide and third-degree criminal possession of a controlled substance. State police say that a man identified as Mark Craner called in an overdose death of a 24-year-old on March 7th. Craner and Sprague were charged with false written statement and tampering with evidence, and after an investigation, Sprague was arrested for allegedly supplying the heroin that caused the death of the 24-year-old. Now, state police say that the Wellsville Police Department handled an overdose death of a 30-year-old back on the 28th of February. State police in Wellsville police were able to identify similarities with the narcotics used in both of the overdose deaths. George Brown, after further investigation, was revealed to be the one allegedly involved in supplying the heroin in the overdose investigations, and he was arrested. Both have been arraigned.
Well, Day 8 of the David Wagner murder trial is scheduled to begin tomorrow in Chautauqua County Court. Currently, Chautauqua County Public Defender Ned Barone is making his arguments as Wagner's lawyer. Barone has throughout the case attempted to prove that William Mishishima, who Wagner is accused of killing, was the initial aggressor in the morning shooting. WNY News Now's Matt Hummel has stuck with the case from the beginning, and he joins us with more. So, Matt, what evidence has Barone brought up to back up the point that Wagner was merely defending himself?
Well, I can tell you, Justin, Mr. Barone has tried to bring up a lot of evidence in the past. Now, the one thing that Judge Foley has definitely allowed to be entered into the record for the jury is an argument, or excuse me, rather an incident involving a motorcycle that Mr. Mishishima allegedly stole that was registered to Waggoner's companion, Kimberly Johnston, but Wagoner rode for the most part. So there's an incident involving a motorcycle that's been established. Otherwise, a lot of alleged happenings of Mr. Mishishima haven't been entered into evidence. Judge Foley has been very careful so as not to cross a line of allowing character assassination of Mr. Mishishima. So it's been a pretty tight line that Mr. Barone has had to walk.
No, obviously you just mentioned the prosecution really arguing that Wagner allegedly killed Mishishima over a dispute regarding that motorcycle. What evidence has the district attorney's office put forward to back that up?
Well, the district attorney's office has really relied on eyewitnesses to this incident. You've had two witnesses, Todd Ness and Daryl Ferraro, who both testified that they saw Mr. Wagoner shoot and kill William Mishishima. Then you had two other witnesses who, well, actually one that testified, Mr. Winner of Jamestown testified that he saw Wagoner after the fact. Wagoner was trying to get Mishishima to get up, and Wagoner said he didn't have a gun. Wagoner said that Mishishima fell, according to Winner, fell, and that's what led to him bleeding on the street. So, in short, Justin, the prosecution has relied heavily on eyewitnesses.
And obviously going forward, the defense very much now taking to the defense of Wagner. Certainly it's up to the jury whether they believe those witnesses or not. Going forward, what can we expect tomorrow as the case begins to ramp back up again?
Well, we don't know specifically, Justin, like who will be called upon, but what I can tell you is this. As of now, we can expect Ned Barone to try to call somebody else because he hasn't rested. He did not rest on Friday. Court ended at 2:30. And just as he was ready to have a registered nurse from UPMC Chautauqua come up, because of the line of questioning that Mr. Barone was trying to get to, it was ruled inadmissible. Mr. Barone reserved the right to recall this registered nurse later on. So at this point, Justin, Ned Barone has not rested, and we could possibly see more testimony tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, and you'll be in court for that, and you'll bring an update right here
right and early,
tomorrow live at noon as soon as court gets out. So, Matt, thank you very much. Let's shift gears a bit and check in with the comments. Hopefully everybody is having a nice Monday out there to start to another week. I want to say hello to Jean, hello to Tabitha, hello to Mike is watching, Joseph, always great to see you, sir. Devin is watching. Good afternoon to you. Donna is here. Hello, Donna. Looks like Alberta. Good afternoon to you. Love to see all these top fans pouring in. David, another one of them. It is nice for a change to see some of that sunshine.
Oh, yeah.
Totally agree. Hello to Jill. Hello to Beth. And hello to Pam as well. So, it's absolutely beautiful outside. I saw earlier today, it looks like it is a little bit chilly still with temperatures in the upper 30s. But there were a couple of people who were walking around out there on our HD News Now camera, kind of looking for the fans as they walk around outside. So hopefully everybody had a good weekend, and hopefully you got a chance to get out and enjoy it. Did you get a chance to get outside at all, Matt, over the week? I took a couple of walks, so I was kind of hopefully able to enjoy that a little bit. Did you?
No, unfortunately, I was not able to. Maybe next weekend.
Yeah, hopefully. Spring is coming.
That's right.
I like to say it's here, but Maybe not 100%.
Dakota will argue with you later.
He'll let us know. Well, coming up next, news-wise, a New York senator kicks off her presidential campaign over the weekend. We'll have those details.
But first, county officials are gearing up for a big announcement on managing lake weeds this week. Dakota.
You know, there's nothing wrong with wanting spring, especially because it felt like it yesterday. 46 was the high yesterday. That is 1 degree below the average for this time of the year, and more warmth is on the way. News Now at Noon continues in a minute, so stay with us.
Live and on demand, you're watching WNY News Now.
Now open in downtown Jamestown, Pearl City Hops, restaurant and tavern.
I have some real old-timey dishes on there that I'm just giving new life to. Like there's a shepherd's pie on there that's going to have some bison in it, you know, real thick hearty gravy. Then I'm also doing beer flights. We're pairing it with a set of sliders, a set of tacos, and a set of mini rolls. So everything's going to have its own pair, so you can get a taste of a little bit of everything and all the beers. We don't want to be known as the restaurant in the hotel. We want to be known as Pearl City Hops.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Happening now, Chautauqua County officials are expected to unveil a plan to attack the overabundance of in-lake weeds on Chautauqua Lake this week. In a media advisory this morning, Chautauqua County Executive George Borrello announced that he will release a strategy that will allow lake agencies and municipalities around Chautauqua Lake to work together to tackle the ever-growing weed problem. Borrello says that the agreement, which includes 24 tenants, will allow the groups to more effectively implement in-lake weed management methods. The county executive plans to sign the agreement on behalf of the county during a 10 a.m. announcement.
And New York State Senator Kirsten Gillibrand delivered a speech Sunday in front of Trump International Hotel, kicking off her bid for the Democratic presidential nomination after formally joining the race earlier this month. Gillibrand's campaign event followed her announcement a week ago, officially declaring her candidacy, and her announcement in January that she was forming an exploratory committee. At Sunday's event, Gillibrand referred to the president's building next to her as a, quote, shrine to greed, division, and vanity, end quote. She also criticized President Donald Trump at length, calling him a coward. After her invocation of Trump and formal declaration of her candidacy, Gillibrand went through a brief policy and priorities and called for major progressive initiatives, including the establishment of universal pre-K, nationwide pay leave, Medicare for all, and passing a Green New Deal. Gillibrand also hailed dreamers, sexual assault survivors, and LGBTQ community members.
Keeping your kids active is important for their health, but some activities carry more risk than others. A new government report lists the sports most likely to send your little ones to the ER with a traumatic brain injury, and Melissa Rainey runs through the list in today's Health Minute.
Whether on the gridiron or on the playground, kids of all ages remain at risk of traumatic brain injuries. The injuries can cause long-term physical, emotional, and cognitive consequences. And a young person's developing nervous system and thinner skull can put them at higher risk of these effects. According to a CDC report, TBI sent nearly 2 million kids to the emergency room between 2010 and 2016. The leading causes? Football, bicycling, basketball, playground activities, and soccer. While all these activities carried a risk, contact sports resulted in nearly twice as many emergency visits. The CDC says boys are twice as likely as girls to get a brain injury. The risk also increases with age, with kids between 10 and 17 having the highest rate. The CDC has issued guidelines on their website for diagnosing and treating kids with traumatic brain injuries. For today's Health Minute, I'm Melissa Rainey.
Melissa, thank you.
Also headlining health news this Monday, a growing number of doctors want the government to tax sugary drinks to help try to curb childhood obesity. The American Academy of Pediatrics and the American Heart Association are asking lawmakers at all levels for new policies to help stop kids from drinking too much soda, sports drinks, and juice. Many pediatricians say they are diagnosing type 2 diabetes, fatty liver disease, and high cholesterol in younger patients these days. Not only do they want a tax, but they are asking for federal nutrition assistance programs, better labeling, and changes to children's menus. The American Beverage Association argues children are actually drinking less soda, though, and that the sugary drinks are not primarily responsible for obesity rates. They also argue that parents need to be the ones to decide what's best for their children.
Haven't they been talking about this for a long time, Justin?
Yeah, they really have, and I think the debate certainly is probably not over anytime soon. Obviously, yes, drinking a lot of sugary drinks all the time, could lead to that, and they have studies that show that. But at the same time, like a lot of people on the other side of the fence from this study are arguing that whose job is it to intervene? Well, it's the parents. Why do you need the government to say anything? So certainly to be continued, I think, and interesting study released, and to me it's not shocking at all. It's like, if your 5-year-old's drinking Mountain Dew all day, what do you think's going to happen? But at the same time, on the flip side of the coin, if you're okay with that as a parent, then okay. And then it even gets more complicated to the point where, well, what if the parent's not, getting involved?
Yeah,
the
exactly.
5-year-old doesn't know any better. In 25 years, he probably wishes he didn't drink.
Now,
that
is this
Mountain Dew.
something that would be a federal thing?
That's what the American Heart Association wants to push. They obviously, various states and various cities, even like New York City, has an extra tax on drinks, on sodas, and they have a straw tax too. It varies.
Straw tax?
Yeah. If you have a plastic straw.
Because I have that there, and I think California.
Yeah. But so it varies really wherever you go. Certainly they want it to be a all-encompassing web, but I'm sure they'll be lobbying on all different levels.
Oh, we'll be there. We'll cover it.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll certainly be an interesting story, nevertheless, to keep following. Well, coming up, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter with how warm the temps will get this week.
And later, how local students can enter a congressional art contest when WNY News Now returns.
When I'm streaming and I'm talking to my community, we have that literally split-second interaction. If somebody says hello, I say hello right back immediately, and it kind of creates that connection. Because like my subscribers and my followers, we pretty much go by Re-Ups Army. All the hate and everything that goes around, that's kind of like our mission statement. Is just be positive and enjoy each other's time. It's more or less just trying to use the internet in a positive way. Like we all from around the world get to connect on the same level, which is, we all love video games. Mixer.com/Re-Up. I'm live every single day, 8 p.m.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Turn to Brotherhood Property Maintenance for all your lawn care and landscaping needs, no matter the season. Brotherhood Property Maintenance does it all, from professional plowing during the winter months to expert landscaping all summer long. Count on Brotherhood Property Maintenance for mowing, landscaping, tree work, spring and fall cleanup, plus snow removal. Serving both commercial and residential lots, check out Jamestown's fastest growing landscaping crew on Facebook or call us right now to book an appointment.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
And welcome back. And I mentioned it before. Ginger ale, not a pop. Let's take a look at the Sky Vision Camera Network. This is the camera in downtown Erie. Look at that bright sunshine out there right now with that temperature of 35. We'll switch the camera to the Seneca Allegheny Casino camera in Salamanca, and again, the same thing. bright sunshine and temperatures down into the 30s. We still have that north wind component, a east to north wind component, so that's going to continue to keep us cold. Storm spotter training comes up tonight at WCA Hospital at 7:30, so I highly encourage you attend. I actually know a couple of people here who are actually going to be going to this, and so please make sure you attend. It's very important because we need more storm spotters. It's only spotters that see down at the ground, and spotters do actually incorporate into the warning process. And so we need more spotters. You'll learn a lot of cool stuff, and I'll actually be there, kind of the guy from the media. So I'll be down there tonight, 7:30. That's when it starts at WCA Hospital, so please come down and attend. Chance of rain over the next 3 days? Nada. It is going to be dry over the next 3 days with plentiful sunshine. Now, as we get into the end of the week, another system is going to approach, and that's going to trigger off the better chance for more rain showers come Thursday and Friday. There it is on the News Now cam, just a few little light clouds. Otherwise, that is it. The temperature right now at the airport's 33. We have an east wind of 13. Again, that's still a cool wind direction for us, so that's going to still bring in some cooler air. The dew point's at 20. The dew point in areas of ranging between the teens and the lower 20s, that's a dry air mass, which means clouds are not going to have which means that that's not the environment for clouds, and the wind chill is down to 24. This is still below average, but it's got a lot of sunshine to help make it seem a little bit cold, a little bit warmer. Here's what's happening. This cold front has dropped on by. Now, this system is squeaking by to our south, and you would look at this and you go, okay, well, this is going to come our way. Well, no, because the cold front's actually kind of keeping this down to our south. So even though the cold front's dragging in the colder air, it's kind of keeping all that rain down to our south. So thank the cold front. First Defense Doppler, we could look at this all day long, and it's just going to show absolutely nothing. So we're not going to spend a lot of time on it. Visibility is clear 10 miles, everybody. So that means you've got a 10-mile visibility, means clear skies. And if you like the warmer weather, you're going to like this. Looking into the first couple weeks of April, it looks like we're going to start to get into a springtime feel here. There's about a 33% chance for above average temperatures over the next 8 to 14 days looking out into April. We'll see if that verifies. Temperatures today where you are, again, into the 30s. Again, this is below average by about 10 or so degrees, but at least we'll have a lot of sunshine to help it make it feel a little bit warmer. Eastward we go again here. This 44 at Warren, I think, is way too warm. I think the computer is spitting out a too high of a temperature there, but a suntastic day, but the temperatures really won't reflect all that sunshine. So clear starlit skies tonight. 10 to 18. Here comes the future, powered by Brotherhood Property Maintenance, and look at that, 3 days in a row of bright sunshine. I don't recall the last time I put 3 days of sun in a 7-day forecast. 51 Wednesday, and oh boy, how about a 60 on Thursday, 56 Friday. There's that rain chance, and then temperatures go back down a little bit for Sunday with a few rain and snow showers. Sports is next, don't go away.
Invest in your business or cause by letting the marketing gurus at WNY News Now and WNY Media Company grow your business.
Purchase an ad much like the one you are watching now on WNY News Now's daily show, News Now at Noon, WNYNewsNow.com, or our brand new mobile app.
And then get feedback from our marketing experts and fans alike.
And finally, watch your business grow.
As an added bonus, Community Partners messages will run not only on our scheduled programming, but on weather alerts and breaking news as well.
Plus, messages are shared on WNY Sports Now programming. Anything from a live local basketball game to the Phone Zone Sports Desk.
Become part of our family today.
And contact us right now.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Happy Manic Monday, sports fans, and welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. Over the weekend, the Jamestown Jackals basketball team had 2 home games. On Saturday, the Jackals extended their winning streak to 8 games with a 118-107 win over the Albany Patroons. Then on Sunday, their 8-game winning streak was snapped after losing 94-82 to the Yakima Sun Kings, the top team in the basketball league. Jamestown will be back in action on Friday night at 7 o'clock as they will host the New York Court Kings. They will also have a game on Sunday as well versus the San Diego Waves, which is also a home game. The Jackals currently have an 11-10 record and are in 6th in the basketball league. Officially eliminated from playoff contention for the 8th consecutive year on Saturday. Tonight at 7 o'clock, the Buffalo Sabres will be on the road against the New Jersey Devils. Buffalo has lost their last 2 games and are in 6th in the Atlantic Division with 71 points, 7 points behind the Florida Panthers. Meanwhile, New Jersey, who is in last place in the Metropolitan Division with 65 points, won their last game on Saturday 2-1 over the Arizona Coyotes in a shootout. The game will be televised on both MSGB and MSG Plus and can also be viewed on the NHL app. With 3 days left until opening day, later this afternoon at 5:05, the Yankees will take on the Washington Nationals as spring training is in its final stretch. The Yanks won their last game 5-3 versus the Minnesota Twins on Sunday. Washington, meanwhile, in ironic fashion, lost their last game 5-3 against the Houston Astros, which was also on Sunday. While the game will not be on local television, the game can be viewed on the MLB At Bat app. That's it for sports today. Justin and Matt, back to you.
All righty, Norm, thank you so much. Congressman Tom Reed announced that the 2019 Congressional Art Competition is now underway. All high school students in New York's 23rd Congressional District are encouraged to participate for the chance to have their artwork showcased in the United States Capitol in Washington, D.C. One student will have their original artwork displayed for 1 year in the Capitol and will have the opportunity to travel to D.C. for the exhibition opening celebration. 5 student finalists will have their artwork displayed in Tom Reed's Washington office. Framed artwork must be submitted to one of Congressman Reed's district offices with the appropriate documentation by April 17th. One piece of artwork can be submitted from each high school. Winners will be selected and notified by May 8th. Reed says that it's important that students in the region have the chance to display their talents and encourages people to participate in this program, which he calls unique. For more on the rules and deadlines, please visit the article we have on WNY News Now regarding the program right now, again, on our website at WNYNewsNow.com.
Yeah, that's awesome to see and to really kind of engage with all sorts of people and students from across the district. So it'll be interesting to see some of the snapshots of the finalists and what they come up with. So good luck.
I actually kind of wish it was open to everybody because I have a piece of art I wish I could enter.
Yeah?
My weather graphics.
I was going to say that 7-day. That's a beautiful piece of artwork.
Yes, the weather graphics are a beautiful piece of art. Speaking of beautiful piece of art, Storm Spotter training is tonight. WCA Hospital, 7:30. No registration required for that. It's free to attend. Show on up. You'll learn a lot of cool stuff. We need more storm spotters. And, of course, I'll be there talking about, well, I'm not going to be there talking, but I'm going to be there from the media. Weather and property maintenance, 7-day, 3 days of sun. Gorgeous. And temperatures actually warm up toward the end of the week. Spring is coming.
Awesome. Hey, I'll take that 60 degrees.
I think we'll take the 2 days of 30s when we've got 50 and 60s in there.
Yeah,
I think we'll take it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Dakota.
You're welcome.
Final check of the comments. Joseph is asking, Norm.
He's saying the Gronk will be missed.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not going to miss him. Okay.
I'm not surprised. He's too injury prone. He only played this season because he wanted to go out in style. The high profile, limousine ride.
He's not a Hall of Famer. Not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Son of a guns.
Not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
You think that, so you're not going to miss him as a Patriots fan?
Well, I'll miss Gronk, but I said I'm not surprised when he announced he was retiring. I'm not
Not
surprised.
a first ballot Hall of Famer. That's it for today, right? Before
That's
I get
it
in
for
trouble.
today.
Yeah, let's go to Black because we need to argue about
Where's
this.
Wendy? She can come back you up because
Yes.
right now we're all really, really excited.
Nora, Matt, and I, we all need to argue about this. So let's.
We'll be back tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.